YouTube, what is going on? It is your boy Ron Real, aka Double R, back in the building, back with another video, back with another banger. Today we're going to be doing a pairing. Today we got a very special treat for you guys. We're going to be reviewing the Southern Draw Kudzu Lustrum, and we'll be pairing that with the 1792 High Rye. I'm looking forward to this, y'all. Hang tight and stay tuned. All right, you guys, very special pairing that we have. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Southern Draw cigars. Actually, what's funny about this cigar, I haven't recorded a video yet of the top 5 for me personally in 2019, but spoiler alert, this cigar was on it. I believe it came in at number 4. Fantastic cigar. Was a huge fan from the very first day I smoked one. I've smoked quite a few over the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 months, and I have enjoyed each and every one of them. Very good cigar. We'll get the breakdown through this. So before I do that, we'll speak on it. So this is the Kudzu Lustrum. It's a limited cigar. I believe there was 2,500 bundles of 10 that they came out with, so around 25,000 cigars. There is a rumor that they're going to be producing more, and that there was a Toro size that was offered for like JR Cigars or something like that. But this was the one that was offered to retailers at IP CPR in 2019. Fantastic cigar. Very good size. This was to commemorate Southern Draw's 5-year anniversary. So you guys know that they work with AJ Fernandez, who also has just been killing it, man. Been blending like crazy. A lot of good products that he had. Actually, another AJ cigar that made my top 5 list of 2019, that H. Upmann 175th anniversary. Phenomenal cigar. Be on the lookout for that review as well. Now, about this cigar, it is a 5.5 by 52 ring gauge. It is considered a box pressed Belicoso. Very nice looking cigar. Very neat. Some tight and visible seams, but the wrapper is so dark. It blends together well. It reminds me of how Padrones look with their very dark Maduro wrappers. You just have to look really hard to look at the seams. It's not super toothy, but there is some present. Again, there's some veins present too, but they're very pressed down. Very nice looking cigar. It just looks very neat. The Belicoso head is very neat. Amazing looking cigar. This is a Nicaraguan Puro, so the binder is from Ometepe, Nicaragua. The fillers are from Nicaragua, but the special thing about this wrapper is it's a Nicaraguan Habano Medio Tiempo, which everybody knows, or most people knows, the Medio Tiempo is from a really high priming on the plant, and not all plants receive those leaves. So very special. The H. Upmann 175th also has a Medio Tiempo wrapper as well. Just a phenomenal cigar. This is definitely a medium to full in body and strength. So when I was thinking of a pairing partner for it, I figured I'd pair it with the 1792 High Rye. I thought with the High Rye, with the spiciness and the fullness of the flavors, I thought that this would work very well together. So we'll put these together, see what happens. As far as the rye, when you can find this bottle, they're around $35 or $40. The cigar runs you just a hair under $12. I believe it retails for $11.89, $11.99, somewhere in that neighborhood. But very excited for this pairing. Huge Southern Draw fan too. You guys know, if you have been watching my content, I reviewed the Jacob's Ladder Top Rung, and I paired that with a wine, I believe, too, a couple months back. Really enjoyed that. So with that being said, we'll get to cutting this up, and we'll get to smoking and pairing. Take this foot band off of it. Not really much coming off. It just kind of has a little bit of a manure smell, a little bit. Doesn't smell bad though. So, and you see, head looks very nice. It's packed very well too. Don't feel any soft spots or anything in it. Good draw, a little on the tight side, but nothing I'm too worried about. So I'll go ahead and pour some of this up to kind of let it breathe a little bit before we start pairing. Yeah, I've just been a really huge fan of what AJ Fernandez has been able to do in the past year or so. He's been blending a lot of good cigars. Robert Holt over there at Southern Draw, he's been really doing some big things over there too. I would say, you know, other than John Huber over at Crown Heads, I would say Southern Draw is right up there too as far as companies that I just really think are putting out a really good quality product. Speaking of Rob too, he was also, speaking of Robert Holt, he was also just like John when I first started the channel and got on social media and was promoting my videos and things like that. You know, those two guys there, they were very receptive. They watched the reviews, they shared them, they were very, very helpful for me. That goes a long way because there have been a lot of other videos I've sent out to people and they just watched it or didn't watch it. But Rob and John Huber both, man, they've been great. They seem like, or Rob and his wife Sharon seem like very, very down to earth, very good people. All the interviews I've seen and all the people that I've heard that talk about them, they speak nothing but high regards of both of them. So shout outs to Rob and Sharon. I hope to get the chance to meet them both one day. So in the meantime, we'll smoke this cigar and I'll tell them about it. Immediately hit with leather, like a spiciness. There's a kind of like a bacon spice, some leather, a little bit of wood in the background. Black pepper's probably about a 7 out of 10 right now. Medium bodied already. Medium body already. The smoke is nice and thick. So I'm excited. I think this pairing's gonna be really, really good. Yeah, it tastes great already. And yeah, as I was saying about the rye whiskey, so with the rye whiskey, they don't put as much corn. You know, with bourbon, there has to be at least 51% corn in the mash bill. But in the ryes, they don't put as much corn. They put more rye into it to give it a different flavor profile. And usually, it gives you a little bit more of a spiciness kind of, it just gives you a whole different complexity to the spirit. So we'll nose this. The corn is present. You get that corn sweetness, a mild alcoholic heat, some vanilla. You smell a little bit of oak in there. I wouldn't think this is that old. You can smell the wood, but it's not like real dominant when you get on like 12 year, 15 year, 20 year spirits. You can smell it, but it's not real strong. Yeah, definitely. You get your vanilla notes. There's a little caramel in there, and then the spiciness is on that finish. Medium finish on that, nice medium finish. So we'll get to cooking, we'll get to mixing and matching, man. So you guys hang tight. I'll smoke through this first third, get to pairing. So y'all hang tight, and I'll let y'all know what we got. All right, so getting close to ending the first third. This is very good. Very, very good. Definitely reminded of why this cigar made the top 5 of my 2019. When I say impeccable construction, that is what I mean by that. You could cut that burn line with a razor. Look how white that ash is. That's a testament of how good the soil is that they're growing the tobacco in. That's it. Excellent. Draw has been flawless. Again, the first third's been really good. The spices, initially there was a lot of spice, but that's calmed down into more of a sweet note. The leather is remaining there, and that oak wood is still there. Very good. You know, that's my profile. I like darker stuff. The rye whiskey is offering up the sweetness that the cigar was lacking at first. That vanilla. There's also been like a citrus quality in there. The pairing is working very, very good. This is what I think about when I spend $11 or $12 for a cigar. I'm not gonna have to touch any matches or lighters. This is, I can just completely enjoy smoking the cigar. I'm able to control, the draw has been perfect. It was a little tight on the cold draw, but again, once smoking it, I've been able to control it. The body immediately was medium. The flavors immediately were medium. And I can also kind of, I can kind of start to tell it's kind of starting to ramp up a little bit. This cigar here is right up my alley. This is an excellent anniversary cigar. There's so many anniversary cigars that I smoked in the past and that they're subpar. They're not good. This isn't the case. I hate that there were only 25,000 cigars made. I really do hope, like the rumors saying, that they'll be producing more. But again, I also understand how hard it is to have Medio Tiempo leaf. It's not something that's on every plant, so that's one of those limited things. Man, I don't even really know what else to say. This pairing right now is not elite, but it's very good. With the complexity and changes, it could easily bump up to an elite pairing. Right now it's hovering in the upper 80s, but we're gonna keep on smoking. I'm gonna get through this second, third, let y'all know of any changes, so y'all hang tight and stay tuned. Finishing up on this second, third, Dark chocolate and earth have become the more dominant flavors. Very, very good cigar, man. I'm telling, man, Southern Draw puts out some very, very good cigars. I don't care what anybody says, man. The blending there and the craftsmanship, these are very, very good cigars. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about a good anniversary cigar. Some of you companies out there, take note, man. This is a good cigar. While I still have some cigar left, the cigar is definitely elite. The spirit is very good. It's a very good pairing, but I feel like what's stopping this from being an elite pairing is the finish on the rye whiskey isn't long enough. And that's probably because maybe it should be proofed up a little bit more. I think it's around with 94. Very good. The sweetness is going well with that dark chocolate and that earth. Is like the citrus flavors are working well, but the finish is very short, and not like short when as soon as you get done drinking it's gone. It stays around for a little bit, but I just wish that finish was a little longer. That way it could combine with the longness of the finish of the cigar, and I think then we would be cooking with gas then. Right now it's very, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and score this now. I'm gonna look and see what the pairing is gonna be very good, but the cigar, I'm gonna just go ahead and rate the cigar by itself too, because it's fantastic cigar. Again, there's a reason why it was a top 5 in my 2019. So for flavor, I'm giving it a 19 out of 20. As you guys know, these flavors are right in my wheelhouse. I like that the coffee, that dark chocolate, that's right in my wheelhouse. The draw was a 20 out of 20. The burn was a 20 out of 20. Complexity was a 17 out of 20. And the strength is a 17 out of 20. So that's gonna get an overall score of a 93 out of 100 for the cigar. And now, as far as the pairing, I'm gonna go 88. Very, very good. It's not elite, but they're definitely intensifying the flavors of each other. Very, very good. Just wish that finish was a little bit longer. And I feel like if it was around 100 proof, maybe 110, that punch would help. But very, very good. I'm enjoying this. Again, you could find this cigar for right at $12 online, or if you could find it locally, their retails right around 12. The rye whiskey is very good by itself. Even if you're just a drinker, I recommend this bottle, especially for a sub $40 bottle. Very good bottle of rye whiskey. Not too many ryes I would put above it as far as like readily available and not gonna break your pockets. Pikesville rye is a little bit more expensive. It is a better rye, but this is around 35 or 40. I think Pikesville is closer to the $60 range. So while I think that Pikesville is a better rye, I don't know if it's $20 better, if that makes any sense. So, but man, very, very good. Again, I want to give a shout out to Rob and Sharon of Southern Draw Cigars. You guys keep at it. Y'all are dialed right in. Y'all are making some fantastic cigars over there. I already know you guys are tied in with AJ Fernandez, which most people, probably everybody in the cigar industry, respects him as a blender and as a grower. He's putting out some great products. So 93 for the cigar by itself, an 88 on the pairing. This has been the Southern Draw Lustrum, or the Kudzu Lustrum. Fantastic, man. Paired with the 1792 High Rye. You guys already know the name of the game is relaxation and enjoyment. And y'all never forget to be driven, never motivated. And with that being said, man, we'll catch y'all on this next review.